All right, let's talk about the one part of the CDL exam that makes everyone sweat, the air brake inspection. It's a huge deal, a real make or break moment. But don't you worry, because we're going to break it all down into 4 simple, repeatable steps you can nail every single time.
And there it is. That's the sentence that causes all the anxiety. It's pulled right from the official manuals. You mess up this sequence, you're done for the day. Test over. Talk about pressure, right?
But here's the thing. This has absolutely nothing to do with luck. It's all about procedure. It's not some kind of mystery box. It's a very specific 4-step dance. And trust me, by the time we're done here, you're going to know every single move by heart.
So let's dive right in. Think of this test as the final boss battle of your pre-trip inspection. And we're about to give you the ultimate strategy guide, starting with the very first step. First up is what's called the governor cutoff check. Now, the goal here is super simple. You're just proving that your air system can build up pressure and hold it like it's supposed to. And the signal you're listening for, well, it's got a name you won't forget.
First things first, safety. Chalk those wheels. Then, go ahead and start the truck. The second it's running, your eyes go straight to the air gauge. You need to say out loud to the examiner, I am confirming the air pressure gauge is working and I can see the pressure is building. You have to verbalize everything you're doing. They're not mind readers.
Okay, so you see the needle moving up. That's great, but that's not enough. How do you prove to the examiner that you know exactly when the system is officially at full operating pressure? What's the signal?
You listen. Simple as that. When that air compressor hits its max pressure, it has to get rid of the excess air. It does this by purging it, which makes this really distinct shh sound. We call that the sneeze. When you hear that sound, you know the governor has done its job and cut off the compressor. That's your cue. The tank is full. Now here's the most crucial part. That sneeze absolutely has to happen somewhere between 120 and 140 psi. That's the law. The second you hear it, you glance at your gauge and you tell the examiner the governor cut off at, and you state the pressure, for example, 125 psi. And hey, here's a little pro tip. If you want to look like you really know your stuff, while that 120 to 140 range is the legal window, every single truck has a more specific cutoff pressure from the manufacturer. If you know that number, you're not just a person reciting steps, you're a professional who truly knows their equipment. All right, so the pressure's built up. Fantastic. We can roll right into step 2, the leak down test. This is where you prove that your brake system isn't leaking air. Okay, here's the sequence. Go ahead and shut the engine off, but leave the key in the on position so your gauges stay powered. Now pushing the parking brake to release it. Then put your foot on the service brake pedal, the main brake, and press it all the way to the floor. And hold it. The second you do, you start a timer for 1 full minute. For this whole step, there's really only one number you need to burn into your brain: 3 psi. During that 1 minute that you're holding the brake down, the system is not allowed to lose more than 3 psi. You need to watch that needle like a hawk. Okay, we've proved the system holds pressure. Awesome. On to step 3, checking the low air alarms. These are the critical warnings that are designed to save you if you ever start losing air pressure out on the highway. So right from where you were, with the key on and the engine off, you're going to start fanning the brake pedal. That's just a fancy way of saying you're going to pump it. Apply it, release it. Apply, release. You're just steadily bleeding the air out of the system to drop the pressure on purpose. As you're fanning that pedal down, you are waiting for 2 things to happen, and they should happen at pretty much the same time. You're listening for a loud buzzer to go off, and you're looking for a warning light to pop up on your dashboard. These 2 things are your low air warning system. And here is the next critical number, 55 psi. Both that buzzer and that warning light must come on at or before the pressure drops down to 55 psi. The moment they kick on, you stop fanning,
and you tell the examiner, my low air warning light and buzzer just activated at, and you say the number, approximately 60 psi.
And that brings us to the grand finale of the air brake test, Step 4. This is where we check the ultimate failsafe, the automatic pop-out of the parking brake valve.
So your alarms are buzzing and flashing? Perfect. You're going to continue fanning that brake pedal, bleeding that pressure down even further. And you're waiting for something really specific, something you can see and hear. You're waiting for that yellow, diamond-shaped parking brake valve on your dash to physically pop out.
That pop-out is the sound of your spring brakes automatically engaging. It's the truck protecting itself. And it has to happen within a specific range, somewhere between 45 and 20 psi. Once that valve pops, you tell the examiner your final psi reading. And that's it. You've done it. You've completed the entire air brake inspection.
So let's just run it all back real quick. You see? This isn't some big, scary, unpredictable monster. It's a clear, 4-step victory lap that you can absolutely master. This right here, this is your golden ticket. It's the whole test on one slide. Step 1, listen for the sneeze between 120 and 140. Step 2, lose less than 3 psi in a minute. Step 3, get your buzzer and light by 55. And Step 4, the valve pops out between 20 and 45. Burn this into your brain, and you've got this thing beat.
So, there you have it. The entire playbook is right here. You have the knowledge. The only thing left to get out there and practice this until it's just muscle memory. The question isn't about if you can pass anymore. No way. The real question is, how confidently are you going to walk into that test and just absolutely own it?